a round of applause. Wow, this is amazing. Let's make some noise if you've ever been to a Trash or Treasure show before. Awesome. Well, welcome back. This is a little bit of a different type of show. It's improv meets debate, where we've got some topics. We've got some comedians. They don't know what the topics are, but they're going to argue whether they're trash or treasure. And how they're going to win is you guys are going to decide. Are you guys? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm excited. Oh, you filled the bucket. You guys are like the best audience ever. This is amazing. Oh, my gosh. Well, we also have an accompanying PowerPoint slide that we'll go through. Wanted to introduce myself. My name is Steph Satani. This is a brief stint at the Oscars. Camera really adds 10 pounds of muscle in every single area of my body. My name is Steph Satani. You can follow me at Scrumptious Dumpling on... It's not OnlyFans, it's just feet. It's very classy. My personal trash is school trips. I was talking with my boss and he said his son is going on a school trip to Japan. He's 6. He's in kindergarten and he's already going to be cooler than me at parties, you know? I can already see him in the playground just swirling his drink, waiting for his Capri Sun to decant. Just being like, you know, in the Kyoto region, the umami has a richer flavor for the matcha. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go find my daddy. I remember when I was in high school, the most exotic school trip that I took was to prison. I guess our teacher wanted to show us where most of the graduates ended up. Wasn't too bad, though. It was a pretty cool trip, only had to pack one outfit. You know, food was okay. Wine wasn't bad, actually. Yeah. But my treasure is I love foreplay when it comes to emails. When someone's asked me to do something, I like it when there's a, "Hi, Stefan. You know, hope you had a good weekend. My inbox is wet and ready for your request." You know? When it's just, "Stefan, I am from the IRS and I'm here to audit you." That's offensive. I ran that joke by my wife and she's like, "No, I like it when they're just straight to the point, you know, just send what you need to know." I'm like, "Well, you make me talk to your vagina for 15 minutes before we..." "Hi, I hope you had a good weekend." Are you guys arguing about the jokes over there, David? It's okay, I'll wait. It's all right. You're in the splash zone. You're gonna get wet. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, you guys ready for some arguing? All right. I'm gonna switch. Whoa! Sorry. I think I went God mode. All right, guys. We're gonna bring on the first comedian of the night that's gonna be arguing. He's on the trash side. Everybody, please welcome Joey Capuana.
Stand right up here.
Yeah, right up there's great.
Hello.
Hey, it's a pleasure to have you. Wait.
What's up, guys?
Nice, man. Well, I wanted to get to know you a little bit better. So you gave a trash and a treasure of your own.
Yeah.
For your trash, you put people who eat bone in chicken wings in public.
Who the fuck do these people think they are? What are you, the queen? You don't have a problem doing that in front of other people? You're disgusting.
That is, you know, when you first sent me that, I was like, But now I think about it and let it marinate, I feel like it is kind of gross because you can't really eat them with a fork and knife.
Well, it's just like, I mean, really, I enjoy eating chicken wings, but I enjoy jerking off as well. I'm not going to do it at the bar. It's disgusting to have other people watch you do something like that.
I'm glad you learned something from the misdemeanor. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, good. You, for your treasure, put eating naked.
Right, like if you're gonna, I like chicken wings, like I just said. If I'm gonna eat them, no clothes. I'm not ruining those clothes. Dick out, chicken wing in.
I'm spending too long imagining this. Okay, well that's great. Everybody give a big hand for Joey Capuano. And give a big hand for the next comedian on the treasure side, Hillary Grady. Hello, Hillary. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good, good. I like the cheer that you're bringing to the stage. This is good. Well, you gave a personal treasure. Your treasure is IKEA.
Yes. Have you all been to IKEA? Woo! It is a fun family adventure. Yes. You do everything there. They sell everything. They even started selling shoes. Yep, Nikeas. Yeah, you can get a pair of Jordan 4s for $19.99. Only some assembly required. Or as the Swedish call it, Jordan 4s. Yeah, so yeah, it's just so cute. Imagine your little kid assembling shoes. It's like kids, like elves in the workshop in the North Pole. Or the actual Nike China factory, the sweatshop. Put little notes in the shoes like, help, get me out. So yeah, it's just a fun family adventure.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
For your trash, you gave us IKEA.
IKEA fucking sucks. Have you been there? Like, with your family? It sucks. It's like, you either want to kill yourself, kill your family. It's the worst adventure ever. And I swear, IKEA knows exactly when I'm coming because they put everything I need at the back of the store. So I have to walk through the entire store, looking at all this stuff, and despite what I look like, I do not speak Swedish, so I have no idea what any of this stuff is. I'm not from Sweden, I don't know. So yeah, but the one thing they haven't thought of is a bar. And not one that you have to put together by yourself, one that you can belly up to wash down one of those miserable meatballs and celebrate making it through that horrible experience.
I like that. That's a great idea. It is beautiful. All right. Well, the topic that you guys are going to be arguing, that you're going to discover, is white men giving advice on TikTok. Seriously. And you're going to be saying why it's treasure, Hillary. We also, I don't know if you guys have seen it, there's not a lot of white men out there on TikTok, but we do have a video as well, I think, if we can get it to work. It was one of my favorites as I was scrolling through TikTok. Some good health advice.
The greater part of the last 2 decades, about 20 years. I shook this one up already because typically it has some type of residue. Some people call it ormus. It's like a cloudy white part of it. I
think that's
shook
pretty
that
common.
up to integrate it into it. Now, the folklore behind this is it has HGH, stem cells, amino acids, minerals. I drink a little bit of it every morning. This is aged urine. And so, pee in here, you put a cheesecloth over it. I've been practicing urine therapy for a great part of the last
That's what she's supporting, just a heads up.
Man, I mean, he is pretty articulate about it. Put a cheesecloth over it, like.
Look, I mean, the thing about white guys on TikTok, I've studied the TikTok white, right? I've spent a lot of time doing that because I want to know exactly how not to act. I consider myself sort of the Jane Goodall of annoying fags, if you will. They're constantly doing things like, drinking piss. I'm surprised there weren't bees involved in this. A lot of white guys working with bees, doing weird things with bees. Honestly, so I'm a white guy and I'm a comedian, right? And as an ally of the BIPOC and LGBTQA plus community, I think we've heard enough from the white guy. Am I right, House of Comedy, or am I wrong? Whoa. You guys like piss drinkers. Sick. No, I'm into it. Should I do it?
Have you ever followed any advice from any white men TikTokers?
Any advice from white men TikTokers? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Ben Shapiro, probably. Yeah, like I used to feel bad about having a small penis and not being able to make girls wet. But then Ben Shapiro came into my life and I realized they're just whores. White TikTok. Wait, I'm arguing against it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, well, give it up for Joey, everybody. Hillary, why is white men giving advice on TikTok a treasure?
This is a super authentic topic for me. Well, who doesn't want a white male mansplaining everything to them? Like, I am just a dumb woman. Like, I need to turn to the internet to have a 25-year-old oppressed white man explain to me, like, how to live my best life or how to find my inner spirit animal, right? Like, Chad sitting in his mother's basement in Akron, Ohio, just telling me how to make, I don't know, cat treats from scratch. I mean, who does not want that advice? It is certainly a treasure. I do wish two people, white males that I do take advice from that are unfortunately not on TikTok. My dad, not on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This guy, I'm glad I was introduced to this guy.
That's my dad. Yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay, good, cool.
Yeah.
And another white guy I would love to take advice from is like Jesus, if he was on TikTok. If he's a white male, that's just a theory that's probably made up by a white male. Like,
That's very, yeah, true. Yeah. That would be pretty great if Jesus had a TikTok.
There should be a Jesus TikTok.
There
probably is, yeah.
Is it you? You kind of look
yeah.
like Jesus in the making.
From the Minnesotan Jesus.
All right. Now that we've been blessed, give a hand to Hillary, everybody. Well, before we decide, we're going to do closing arguments. Joey, any last words on why white men giving advice on TikTok is trash?
The Jesus thing was interesting to me because of AI. Honestly, the whitest man thing you could do is like try to manipulate your follower account by making an AI Jesus tell them why you shouldn't support liberals. I think there's got to be several pages like that, and maybe they're right.
I got nothing. It's just really hard to take advice from a white male on a public platform.
Give it up for both
great.
comedians. All right, guys, it is time to decide. So, make some noise if you think white men giving advice on TikTok is trash, and Joey gave the better argument. Obviously.
God, he's a man.
And if you think Hillary made the better argument, make some noise. Well, it looks like for the first time in a long time, the white man falls. Give it up for Hillary, everybody, and Joey. Both great jobs. Make some noise for the next comedian on the trash side. Give it up for Joshua Myers. Hey, son.
Anyone ever tell you your eyes glisten?
Well, and when I went to prison, yeah, they told me a couple times.
Or Well, I would love to be your prison mate.
Let's talk after class. Yeah. All right.
Let's do it.
Some chemistry brewing. Well, Josh, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
You gave a trash and a treasure as well. Your trash is being on the receiving end of any voice-related transmission.
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah. We recently moved from Zoom to Teams in our job, and one of my favorite things is getting off of a call and then being like, hey, you free for 2 minutes? I'm gonna hit you up. And then like before you answer, they're fucking calling me. And like, I can't be like, dude, my whole existence is like really coming into focus right now. And I would like to not answer this, but I answer, but I always answer with like a gruff, like, what? And then I have to lower it. So, and also, case in point, my sister knows this about me, right? She texted me 2 years ago to say that my mom died.
Oh.
And I'm still formulating a response, so it's pretty cool.
Oh. Yeah, I can
It
see
gives
that.
you time to breathe and wallow.
I see. I'm so sorry about.
I don't know why I'm looking at you.
It's the glistening eyes, I think. The treasure you had is Gold Bond Extra Strength Body Powder.
Guys. I am what you would see as like a, not gargantuan, but I have some weight. And when you live in the great state of Arizona, you are reptilian in nature. You are. You can't help it. Read that again. Read it again.
Do you want me to read it in a sexy voice?
Just read any way you want.
Gold Bond Extra Strength Body Powder.
Guys, this is a green bottle. When you release your pants and get like a cavernous area and you sprinkle it down, you can taste the mint on your testicles. It is incredible. Dude, it is a treasure. CVS. Oh my God, CVS is a godsend for us. No moisture buildup. No fungi.
Was that a thing before?
I can't share. HIPAA laws and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a real treat. I have to
We should talk afterwards. So.
Great. We've got a lot to talk about afterwards.
I can apply some baby powder too.
We can.
Or to anyone here if y'all want to see what the green bottle feels like.
If you see Josh afterwards, he's going to be selling merch. It's Gold Bond Extra Strength Body Powder signature.
If it works, man.
All right. Well, give it up for Joshua, everybody. Okay, on the treasure side, everybody please welcome Jazzy Ray.
This is the blackest song we heard all night. Alright, that's staying there.
Oh, you can pull it off if you want.
No, I don't want to.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to. Okay, all right. I need some Gold Bond Extra Strength Body Powder right now.
He got some.
Okay.
He got some extra in his drawers.
Stop smiling at me like that.
He sniffs it like cocaine.
Jazzy, it's a pleasure to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Awesome. We wanted to get to know you a little bit.
Yes.
You gave a treasure.
I don't want you to read mine. They're gonna hate me. But it's okay. Go ahead, read it. They already hate me. Go ahead.
Well, your trash is having kids.
All y'all motherfuckers regret having kids, okay? Y'all can just don't be shy. I know you brought your kids with you, but they don't want to have kids either. So go ahead.
As a recent father with a 13-month-old,
He can agree.
I couldn't agree more. It is.
He said, "How do I unsubscribe?" God, where is the refund?
No, she is the light of my life, and my wife and her in the back, so I have to say
I thought
that.
he was talking about me.
Well, Joshua is a close second, but then you're also shining some light in here. This is great. Your treasure is gender roles.
Yeah, I don't want to do shit. I want to be dependent as possible. If I could sign, I can't even see who's clapping, but if I could sign up for the DDD, the developmental disability community, I would do that. And they do that. And y'all don't know this, but in black households, they will have one of the kids pretend to be special with them disabilities. Y'all just learn something new. You learn something new every day.
Well, thank you for entertaining and educating.
Yes.
Jazzy. Give it up for Jazzy, everybody. All right. The topic that Joshua and Jazzy are going to be arguing is
Oh my god.
playing the song Wonderwall to impress chicks.
I had to listen to that song today because I had never heard that fucking song before in my life.
For the first time legit today?
Yes.
Oh, damn, that's awesome.
Dedication.
Does the crowd know this song?
Baby.
Gotta be the one that's me. And after all, you're my Wonderwall.
It's a Circle K lighter, so it's not gonna stay lit, but
Yeah, as you can see, very moisture-inducing song.
Yeah.
Definitely need some Gold Bond extra strength body powder to dry this up. So, you are treasure. You're going to be arguing treasure, but yes, you are going to be trash. And you can go ahead at any time, Joshua.
First, okay, that's great, thank you. I think the reason it is trash is because the type of girl that inspires to sleep with you when you do play this song is just not to the level that I want to marry into. So it's more like you're settling, you know what I mean? Like, you know for a fact when you show up at that JV studio and you're strumming and you start that song, you want to find a girl who just got out of the closet. Who is kind of like a little sick, but not really. She's on her third, we'll just say, snort line of the night. And she hears it, and she's like inspired. She's like, oh my God, Romeo. Where art thou, Romeo? And I can be your fucking Romeo for one night. I can play this song like you wouldn't believe. I know 3 chords. I can play 3 chords and make you believe in the power of my micro penis. So, I know for a fact that that's why it's trash. It's because I could never ever get. No one's gonna come out that has like an already 401k and $1 million loan from their dad and be like, that's the guy I want to sleep with tonight to try my luck. Like that's never happening.
That's true. Do you think there's any song that can make that?
Oh boy. I think if I rolled out with Piano Man at some point, but I'm talking like full orchestra. I couldn't be like a little bitch about it. If I went full orchestra, there was a Cooper out there that would run to me. No one here, I know that, but there's 6 billion people on this earth. There's one Cooper who would be like, Piano Man, fuck yeah.
I think you're right. I think you're
I
right.
think I am right.
Yeah.
You want to try it?
Together?
No. I need a Cooper. You're married.
Okay, yeah, I can watch if you want to.
I would love for you to watch.
All right, give it up for Joshua, everybody.
why he just described me? Hold on. You could get me to that song, not you. I just kidding, Josh. You could get me with your arm and hammer. But didn't that song play in like every 2000s movie?
Okay.
That would be like the epitome of fucking romance. Like, I wish a man would come up to me, talk about something. 'Cause baby, I'd be like, I'm finna throw this pussy on you. And I don't have that much debt, right? I ain't got that much debt. I'm about like a B+ class female, okay? Like, I think you get some pretty good girls with that song. From his standpoint, it sounded like he kind of wanted to do it, you know? I think he would do it. I think he would do it. That's how he knows what to say, because he would do it. He actually did it to me. I just didn't want to say nothing. But before he approached you.
Oh, I watched. Yeah.
Yeah. He said, baby. DJ. This is what he sang to me. By now you should have somehow sing it if you know, that goes, okay? I might know it. Okay.
All right. That was pretty
take
good.
too much of the show?
Yeah, that was.
Yep. Anyways, moral of that story, if you do that, I'm pretty sure she will be pregnant the next day. Thank you.
Very nice. Give it up for Jackie. Joshua, any closing remarks?
I thought she was dapping me, but she was handing me this to embarrass myself. I did strum the guitar to her in the parking lot, and she immediately was like, no. So I did my best. No, I just feel like she's absolutely right. Like I would strum that song, and it's purely just to get her pregnant. It is just to settle. It is just to figure out my life, you know. So thank you.
Give it up for Joshua. The man with a plan. Good. Jazzy, why? Any closing remarks?
Let's bow our heads and close our eyes. I'm just fucking with y'all. A closing remark. I mean, it clearly worked. He's up here trying to get in my panties. I mean, do I need to prove anything else? He sang the song. It worked. They sang the song in the movies. It worked. 1 + 2 = 4, but sometimes, what's 9 + 10?
21.
Thank you.
Wonderwall. All right, great. Point. Letting it sink in. Good. Oh my guys. If you think it's trash, make some noise for Joshua. And if you think it's treasure, make some noise for Jazzy Ray.
I'll show my titties, what?
Whatever it takes to win, Joshua. We gotta win the crowd here. Guys, that was pretty close. We're gonna have to do a do-over. You guys ready? I'm so sorry that I have to bother you guys with making noise. Make some noise if you think it's trash and Joshua made the better argument. Holy shit, I think the AOL guy came. You've got mail. It's Gold Bond. 20% off. That was amazing. All right, if you guys think, oh, I forgot the noise level already, but thank you. It was loud. Yes. If you think that Wonderwall is treasure, Jazzy was great, make some noise for Jazzy. Guys, we're gonna do it again. No, I'm kidding. Guys, I think that was as close to a tie as you could get, so we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna bring them both back, okay? Give it up for both Joshua and Jazzy. Great job. Okay, guys, third round. Make some noise in the trash side. Stephen B. Franklin! Hey, Steve and Steph, just on the stage. That's great. You just brought so much joy into my heart. With that,
Actually, I learned that from Hillary. I saw her bring that.
that jig was great. Is that how you broke your hands? What happened there?
I'm not really ready to talk about it.
Okay.
But if I get to do a set, you might hear it.
Oh, okay. All right, little teaser. That's good. That's good marketing. A hook.
Okay.
Steven, you gave a trash and a treasure, and I did not write them down. So I hope you remember that.
Well, thanks.
I am so sorry. But I can find them if you don't remember them.
Oh gosh, no, I remember.
So prepared.
I am prepared, totally prepared. Okay, so my trash was haters.
Haters, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Haters, right?
Ooh, hate on haters. Don't boo them, because ironically we're becoming haters that are hating haters.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. If you're gonna
Stop the
trash
hate.
haters, make sure you're not one, right?
Yes.
So some of you probably saw me fluttering about the club before the show, and you may have made some assumptions about me, and then I get up here and you hear my voice, right? And the voice just always gives it away. So if you are wondering, I am from the Midwest. And being a Midwest boy, I've had my share of haters in my life, okay? So I moved here from Kansas City, and yeah, some people think that's in Kansas, and it's not. In fact, I had this guy once, he walked up to me and he's like, you know what? Only two things come out of Kansas. That's steers and queers. I was like, well, sir, moo! So I guess he's right about two things. And then this other time, okay, so one more, do I have time for one more?
Oh, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
so one more story about a hater. So this was actually when I lived in the Midwest. I was just walking my little fluffy white dog down the street, right? So I'm just walking my little fluffy white dog with his little bedazzled collar, and we're minding our own business, and all of a sudden this pickup truck comes pulling up, right? And all I hear is, queer. I'm like, he's a terrier, thank you. Get to know your dogs, alright? So dogs yes, cows yes, haters boo.
Well done. Well done, Steven. Great. And for your treasure.
The treasure is the V.
Oh!
It may surprise you that a good Midwest boy like myself would be all about the V. But you see, in Steven's world, there are V's and there are PHs. And I just want to say that you, Steph and Tani, you are probably the first PH I have ever met in my entire life that I trust or even like. Because some of these people don't realize this, but there are these horribly deceitful men in the world. They mostly identify as men. And they're deceitful because they spell their name like Stefan's, but they pronounce it like mine.
Yes!
Thank you.
And
Thank
people need to be educated on this.
Yes.
Yes, because you probably get this too. Anytime you meet someone with your similar name, the first thing you ask is, are you a V or a PH, right? And if it's the same, it's generally like, okay, cool. But if it's different, and they pronounce it like mine, we give each other this look, and that look says, we'll be friendly, but we're never gonna be friends.
We're gonna be friends with a PH.
But something I will say about you, Steph Titani, is you are a fine, upstanding young person. You are an amazing citizen. You are very trustworthy because when you chose to shorten your name, you go by
Steph.
Steph. These horribly deceitful men, do you know what they go by? Steve. Which means even they recognize that the V is a treasure.
Well done. Well done. I did change my name. I shortened it on social to Steph because everyone would just call me Steven. So that was, yeah.
And there is a distinct difference, right?
Oh yeah.
They are. I mean, these men are deceitful because they make us believe in sounds that aren't even sounds.
Yeah, it's technically Stephen, if you think about it.
Right, yeah. Nowhere else in the English language do the words P and H make a V sound, right? You don't go to your primary care physician. He doesn't call your prescription into the pharmacy. Has he texted yet? I don't know. Let me check my phone. But I think these men who spell their name like Stephens and pronounce it like mine should be forced to talk that way.
It's a great, own the PH. Well, that was very entertaining and educational. Thank you so much for that phonetic lesson. I agree. Well, with this, it's a mission. I will let you go as long as you want on that. All right. Well, we're going to bring on our last comedian in round 3. Please give it up for Sarah Steiner. Hello, Sarah. How are you?
I'm so great. I'm happy to be here.
Oh.
How are you guys?
Very nice. Well, I wrote down your trash and treasure, so
That's
we're on
because
track.
I'm the best.
You.
Just kidding. Jesus Christ, I hate you. All right, go.
Your trash is online dating.
I hate online dating. I hate it so much. To me, online dating feels a lot like Shark Tank. Because I'm at home in my big comfy chair with all of my money. And in walks, Adam. And he's like, it's like, Adam is a part-time bartender at Applebee's with 5 streams on SoundCloud. I'm like, Adam, what do you have for the Sharks? And he says, what's up? My name's Adam. I'm 6'2", and that's my whole personality. I don't like online dating.
I've got 2 Applebee coupons for 5% of your body.
Yeah, literally. No, he's offering me 2 minutes of cunnilingus on a blow-up mattress in his mom's garage for a 50% chance that he's going to blow his load early. It's a left swipe, by the way.
Beautiful. Well, for your treasure, singing.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I write little songs all the time. I actually wrote a whole Wonderwall parody. I did, yeah.
Did it get any chicks?
No.
Okay. Do you want to sing
I
it?
tried, not right now. After all, it's just Wonderwall. But, yeah, boo. No, I write a lot of parody songs to myself. I sing songs to my dog. I sing songs in the grocery store. I do that a lot. My daughter hates it. So obviously it's going to be a treasure for me. Because I think that you should embarrass your children at every opportunity. Parents, am I right?
We got some, yeah, heavy agreements. Well, good. Give it up for Sarah. All right, guys. The topic that you will be arguing is mimes. There's some disgust for mimes. I heard, oh God. Haven't seen mimes in a long time. Want to bring it back up because I had a nightmare about one last night. So, Steven, why are mimes trash?
Okay, so why are mimes trash, right? Do we really need to go there? I mean, hello.
Do they have any mimes in Kansas City?
The Midwestern mimes are especially creepy. Especially creepy. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, and this is coming from someone who is extremely terrified of clowns. Okay. Anybody else there with me? I mean, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I have elbowed small children out of the way to get away from a clown. Okay. They're scary, right? And small children kind of scare me too. Unattended children. Unattended. Yes. Thank you, Jazzy. Unattended children. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have kids, and I'm sure they're wonderful children, and they're great people. I'm sure your 13-month-old is awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
If I can tag a child to an adult, I'm cool, right? But if a random child just walks up to me, I'm like, what do you want? I think I've seen just way too many, like, Chucky, Children of the Corn movies, right? And I get the same feeling when I see a clown or a mime, right? I'm like, what? What? Like, it's just like, look at that. Look at that. Does that make you feel comfortable? Right?
He's not even comfortable. He's nervously pulling his suspender.
Exactly. I know, right? Yeah. And I mean, I get it. There are plus sides to miming somewhere. I'm sure Sarah's going to enlighten us on that. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, whenever you first see them, it's just like, ah! Kind of like that. Right? It's like, look, buddy, don't be putting me in a box, okay? Right? I'm just gonna pull myself right on out of here. And I'll tell you, okay, I'll tell you one more thing. So mimes don't talk, right? They don't talk at all. So I think we have mimes to thank for Britney Spears, Milli Vanilli. I mean, come on, lip syncing is basically pantomiming, right? Right? Speaking of kids and mimes, another really scary thing and a reason to trash mimes is imagine if you had a mime like babysitting for you, right? And they FaceTime you because they can't talk, right? So they FaceTime you and they're like, so something terrible happened to my child? What? What happened? What happened? Well, they're not going to tell you because they're just happy that you got it right. So mimes are dangerous. Mimes are scary. Mimes are creepy. Mimes will fall right in line with people who pronounce their name like, or spell their name like Stephens and pronounce it like mine.
Great job. Sarah, before you go, I did want to ask, are there any mimes in the audience? I would say make some noise, but... Okay.
All right, as someone who is sort of dressed like a mime, mime adjacent, if you will. Look, I think mimes are great because, here's why. They're great listeners. They're never going to interrupt you. Great spies. They're never going to, they are not going to snitch on you. They have the right to remain silent, and they are exercising that right. I'm telling you. Also, I feel like you can tell a mime any secret, and you know what they're going to do? They're going to take that secret, they're going to put it on an envelope, they're going to seal that envelope. They're going to put that envelope in a box, they're going to put that box in a safe, they're going to lock that safe. They're going to swallow the key to that safe. Then they're going to take that safe, they're going to tie it up, and they're going to tie bricks to it, and then they're going to kick it off into the ocean, and no one will ever know your secret. Mimes. Also, you don't have to pay for mime college. So, you know, it's a cheaper route if you don't want to be a clown.
Is that government sponsored?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
There's no, like, you don't get a scholarship, it's just free, I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, y'all. That's what I got about mimes. I think they're great.
Well, that was great. Give it a hand to Sarah. Steven, any closing arguments?
Gosh, closing words for mimes. Is that not creepy? That's just creepy, right? Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like we really need like another white guy in our face trying to show us what to do, right? Come on, trash and mud.
I have two closing statements. At least they can't play Wonderwall at parties. And at least they can't get online on TikTok and tell us what to do. Treasure!
Very nice. All right, if you guys think mimes are trash, give it up for Steven. I sound like all the noise that mimes want to make. Beautiful. And if you think mimes are treasure, give it up for Sarah. That was very close, but it looks like Steven will be advancing on to the next round. Give it up for both comedians. Steven. Oh, thank you, Sarah. If you want to stay on for, actually go ahead and go off, and we'll just do the prize. You guys having a good time so far? Excellent. Thank you so much for filling this bucket with lots of love and hate stuff. So I'm going to pick a winner that's going to get a $25 gift card. And Kaylin Proctor. Congratulations. might go up there or something. Yes, come on up here. Come on up here. We've got a physical envelope. Oh, congratulations. Give it up for Kaylin, everybody. You're very welcome. That was probably the best person that could have won. Strategy. Oh my God, it's your birthday! Can we sing you Wonderwall? Okay, we'll save it for the end of the show. So, Kaylin, for your you gave a trash and a treasure. You didn't say which is which, so I'm gonna guess. Nosy coworkers.
Trash.
Is
Trash.
very trash.
Trash. There it is.
We got it. So you came with your company, did you? Well, that's good. And then, why are nosy coworkers trash? Did something happen specifically, or you just?
Why are they not trash? Why are they not though? Like really, why would you want people all up in your business like damn?
I mean, it's so true. I mean, I agree. My coworkers, I work with my mom and dad, but I hate it. And so for your treasure, you put gossip.
I know.
God, it sounds like you're a nosy coworker.
You're right.
Oh my gosh. Give it up for Kaylin, everybody. Great job. Happy birthday. Alright guys, we're going into the finals. This is going to be a little quicker, a little more heated. We're bringing it back. I don't know how to transition from this mic to this mic, but thank you guys. We're going to bring back two of the folks, Hillary and Joshua. Welcome back, guys. You're welcome. All right, no small talk for Hillary. Let's move right into it. This is no foreplay. Okay. This is a little bit different. So this is, instead of a trash or treasure, we're going to have two things. It's going to be a this or that. So you guys can pick whichever one you want, say why it's better than the other thing, and then we're just going to make some noise for whoever wins. Got it? Cool. So, this or that, Californians versus New Yorkers. Do we have any Californians in the house? Statistically speaking, that's impossible. Only one? What is it? Two. Oh, sorry, two. Okay. Do we have any New Yorkers in the house? Very nice.
One too many.
All right, let's settle down. I didn't want to start a street fight here. Oh shit. So you guys can pick whichever one you want. Neither of you are from New York. I can tell from this. That was very polite. Like, get the fuck out of there. I thought you were mine. What is this? By the law of daddy, he is now yours. Okay, I forgot that it worked like that.
All right, I'm going New Yorkers versus Californians. New Yorkers win 100%.
May I ask where you're from, by the way?
Minnesota. Don't you know?
The Sweden of the U.S. Yeah.
All right, and this is why. Because Californians and New Yorkers, they're all assholes. but New Yorkers will tell you to your face. Yep. Is that it?
That was a solid point to end on, but if you want to venture...
Question. Do I have to take Californians?
Damn.
That's what most of Arizonians said, yes, but...
As someone who's from Rochester, New York, I will talk about Californians for a second.
Please.
I've always assumed that they just do not care about life or about, like, the existence of humans in general. Every single time I meet a Californian, it is either, oh, that's fire, which I think is like an inspiration from their forest fires, or they're always like really, really glassy-eyed from all the weed. Now, to be fair, we have that here. And as someone who's from Rochester, New York, where we get 8 feet of snow leading into June, I'm a battle-hardened warrior. When it comes to like on the moment needing to figure stuff out. Californians are like, oh my God, it's raining outside. I don't know how to live life. So, Californians, man.
This is a very effective argument, but I think you're supposed to be saying why Californians are great.
So they're awesome because I got this. The reason Californians are awesome, okay, is because they have this guy named Gavin Newsom who, on a moment's notice, will look at all the Republicans in Florida and say, fucking battle me now on stage. So the fact that he is willing to do that, but their own leader refuses to, I think, hey, that's awesome. Now, to be fair, he's probably on cocaine. So Gavin Newsom, not...
Right.
I want to clarify. I don't know why I make all Californians drug-riddled addicts, but...
I don't think it was you that did that. It was just the nature of the story.
I did hear that they do have some like little spots in, I was going to say LA, but I know there's like 50 other cities in California. That's just the one that prominently comes to mind when I think of Predator 2. I know that there's a lot of like buildings where they're like, hey, this little area here is safe for you to do your drugs. Have fun. I'll visit one of those one day, but no. Did I fulfill the assignment?
You hit the brief.
I either love or hate that. Yeah.
That was excellent. Good job. Good job. You can do a closing argument.
All right. Californians are nuts. I just moved back from there, so I can speak from experience. And the craziest Californian I ever met was a neighbor who introduced herself as Puma and had to clarify that it was not like the shoe, it was like the cat. So they're nuts. Go New York.
Very well done. Joshua, any closing arguments or?
The reason I love New York is, so just real quick, is anyone
Okay, just making sure.
New York, they have these things upstate New York. So upstate New York is totally different than city New York, 100%. But they have this thing called trash plates, if anyone's ever heard of them. They are absolutely delicious. Just go up to a place where they're like serving food, and they give you like ground beef, green beans, baked beans, rice, and like all this stuff. It looks like a trash plate. You're Oscar the Grouch, basically. But it is delicious, and that's all I want to share. Is trash plates are awesome. You can say, hey, take the hot dogs that have cheese in them, like from Oscar Mayer, put them in your little roller thing, and then cut them up and put them on my trash plate. And they're like, okay. And then also, here's SpaghettiOs too sometimes. I'm done. I'll shut up.
Okay, yeah, you did real good. That just veered right off. That argument was like a trash plate because it was delicious. But wrong. Yeah, so wrong. All right, well, let's do it. So if you guys think that if you guys think that New Yorkers are better, give it up for Hillary. And if you think the Californians are better, give it up for Joshua. All right, Joshua's going to be back, but give it up for both comedians. They did a great job. All right, guys, final rounds. Everybody please welcome Jazzy and Steven!
Why they always play these black songs when I'm on stage? It's alright. Alright now, alright. Sorry, go ahead.
Very nice.
It's your show. This is your show.
No, this is great.
Our show.
This is excellent. Well, the topics you guys are going to be arguing are being poor but in great shape versus being rich but in terrible shape. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
That is me. Where's my clicker? Let me tell you right now. If you have great shape, it don't matter how much money you got in your fucking pockets.
Okay.
You got that ass,
Yes.
or them abs,
Okay.
or white people like titties. If you got them titties, DJ, turn me up. I can't hear myself. All right, I'm good. If you like me, you should just like that. I mean, having money means nothing because I'm rich in here. That's what Buddha taught me. Amen. This is no longer comedy. We are in church. Amen.
Amen.
And let the choir sing. The chord stopped me. No, but I feel like you don't need money when you're in great shape. I could go to the bar right now with $0 and come back drunk. Fuck it, I could go to the bar right now with no money and get my rent paid if I really wanted to. Because you look good and you don't have money. But if you don't have money and you don't look good, you just half of the people in Arizona. So you gotta have something going for you. Like you can't have a stank attitude and no fucking money in your pockets. Ew. Right. Like imagine having money and being in bad shape. I need to be able to look at you. I'm sorry. You can see it in my face if I don't like you, but you got money. That's why I can't be a gold digger, because I don't care how much money you got. I'm gonna look at you like this. Just so y'all can see too.
Jazzy, what is the most attractive quality
in myself? Well, in that. Well, that is me.
in a partner is what I was going to say. If you
most attractive quality in a partner.
rich.
No, 'cause let me tell you right now, I took care of all my ex-boyfriends because they look good, okay? I'm the man in the relationship, I swear to God, because if you look good and you ain't got no money, just let me look at you. Let me look at you. My favorite quality in a man, it's not even their looks or their money, it's really how you treat me. You feel me? So if you treat me good, you look good. But that's not what we're doing here, okay? We're not talking about real stuff, we're talking about fake shit. So,
Just trying to prompt you along.
I'm just kidding. Moral of the story, fuck how much money they got in their bank account. If you got a good body, you could get into any door. If you look good, don't matter about the body, really. If you got good style, you're clean, you feel me? Because Biggie Smalls was ugly, but that motherfucker was clean, right? Yeah, I know y'all seen a lot of fat people or ugly people or just people who look crazy, but they look clean. And that makes them attractive, right? Well, I'm gonna say you could look good and have no money and be rich up here.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And then I'm gonna pass the mic over to Stephen. Now I'm not saying Steven is rich and he look bad, okay? He might be up here with us, okay? He might. Well, this is Scottsdale. Y'all right here, okay? But most of us are there, okay?
All right, give it up for Jazzy, everybody.
All right, now I will say that being in great shape is important, absolutely. But if you're rich, you can pay for that body. I mean, this is Scottsdale. Look around, okay? Am I right? I mean,
Found a loophole in my argument.
Totally pay for that. Hello? Do you think any of this is natural? It is. I would not pay for this. It is totally natural. Oh, no, but I mean, if you've got the will, you've got the way, right? Okay, if you've got the money, you've got the resources, then you can get yourself into shape. Like, I actually lost over 40 pounds. I mean, it wasn't recently. I mean, like, throughout my life. From time to time, if you add it up, I at one time lost 40 pounds, okay? And people are like, how did you do it, right? People are like, did you do keto? Did you do paleo? I'm like, oh, hell no. I old school starved myself. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Like back in the day, you know, when body shaming was considered motivating? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Absolutely, absolutely. I barely ate enough to survive, okay? Yeah. One time my friends all gathered around me because they were going to have like this like intervention, right? And let me tell you, whenever all your friends gather around and they're like, we need to talk to you, like you just want to run. I didn't have the energy to run, so I just allowed myself to pass out. So, yeah, I ran into an old friend of mine that I hadn't seen in a long time. Okay, again, you've got the will, you can get there. So I ran into an old friend of mine and he was like, oh honey, you look sick. I said, thank you. It was actually the nicest thing he'd ever said to me, okay? Alright, yeah, if you think women are cruel to each other, you have not ran into gay men. Okay? Yeah. That was the first time in my life he'd ever actually complimented me. You know what? If you run into a gay man and you get this, that's a compliment. It's totally a compliment. Yeah, cardinal rule, if you can't say something bitchy, just turn and walk away. Just turn and walk away. Yeah. So again, if you've got money, you got the will, you can get yourself into shape.
Beautiful. All right.
He's got money. He'll fix it. Right.
Any closing arguments, Jazzy?
Would you rather turn over in the morning and look at a gremlin? Let me stand up and say this. Would you rather turn over and look at Ursula when you wake up? And just, you know, they got a little bit of money in her pocket, whatever, but you work. You are independent. You are strong, unlike me. Or would you rather wake up to a beautiful me? I know. It's a lot to take in, so let me just give you out one. Yes, I know. That's all I need. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Last argument. I know some of y'all play lottery, right? Like, come on. If you're not rich, you kind of want to be, right? You know, I mean, if you got a little money in your pocket, anything is possible, including a beautiful body. All right, it can happen.
Yes.
I'm not living proof, but it can happen. Very nice job.
Stop fighting me with your broken arm. He set me up for a lawsuit. I'm like, Super Saiyan that motherfucker.
All right, guys, it's time to decide. If you think that being poor but being in great shape is better, give it up for Jazzy. And if you think the other one is better, give it up for Steven! All right, I think Steven won, so give it up. We're gonna give it up for both comedians.
You were fabulous. Wait, let me tell you in gay language.
Well done to both of you guys. Good job. Steven, if you want to stay on, we're going to have a little bit of stand-up, and Steven's going to kick us off. Yes, you may have to stand while I'm getting that set up for you. Everybody, make some more noise for Steven. Let's
give it up for Steph. The only PH I've ever liked. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. This is amazing. Thank you. I don't normally do this, but I've only got 10 minutes and I have a lot of things to tell you, okay? So I'm super excited, right? I did promise you guys that I would tell you a little bit more about my dog, right? Remember my dog at the beginning, the little fluffy white terrier with the bedazzled collar? Yeah, so there's more to that story. He actually, right before this happened, I am going to pick this up, what the heck? I'm not sure what to do with this thing. So my little fluffy white dog, right? We had actually just rescued this little fella from a Mormon family in Utah. True story, true story. And the first time that we ever took him to the dog park, he only played with other little white dogs. I'm like, okay, great, my dog's a Republican. So I wanted to teach him how to sit and stay and fetch, and instead I'm teaching him about equality, tolerance, and diversity. And finally I said, you know what, Steven? Don't trash haters unless you make sure you're not one. So I bought him a little bedazzled MAGA hat to go with this little bedazzled hat. You know, they may not have the same choices, but you gotta support the little ones, right? Oh gosh. I tell you what, this is a tall stage. This is like really high up. This is like really high up. I thank you. She said don't fall. Yeah, I'm obviously accident prone, so thank you for that. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've been this high on a stage since my go-go days. And I tell you, Davine, if I start like twerking and like grinding towards you, just know that's muscle memory, okay? I'm not that person anymore, all right? If it happens though, just shove some cash in my pants and I'll move on, all right? Or as a preventative measure, if you want to go ahead and just shove some in. You know? What's up? Okay, all right, he's good. He can handle it. Give it up for Davine. He's a great story. All right. Oh my God, I can't believe I just winked at you. I think the wink is like the weirdest expression ever. Right? Like, whoever thought of the wink? Whoever thought, you know what, I'm going to close one eye at this person? And the wink is so subjective. Like, what does that even mean? Right? Like, at first you think it's kind of a flirty thing, right? Like, one time I was in a club and somebody winked at me and I winked back at them, and then I go over and start talking to them, and it turns out they had like this kind of like facial tip thing. And I panicked and started pretending like I had one, which just pissed them off. And sometimes at work, I'll be like in a meeting, right? And somebody says something that's very confirming, and I'll say something and then they'll wink at me. I'm like, all right, confirmed, we're good. But then I'll go into another meeting and somebody will say something completely sarcastic and the opposite of what we're going for and then wink. And I'm like, all right, so is the wink like negate or confirm what we just said? What just happened here? There's no joke there, I'm just sharing some ideas. Just sharing some thoughts. I promise it does get better, guys, because unlike some comics, I actually get paid to write jokes. Keep that between us. My employer has no idea they're doing it. Right? Throw that key away. I think my boss is getting suspicious, though. I think so. Yeah, I should probably stop using air quotes when I say I'm going to work from home. There's actually a lot of people here from my work tonight, including my boss. So, hey, I didn't see you slip in here. This is a really important time to mention, and some of the comics will back me up here. Comics will oftentimes make observations about life, people's lives, and they might embellish or even completely make up a story just for comedic value. Some of you guys can probably tell by the ring on my finger that I am currently off the market. My husband actually hates it when I say currently. But you know what? He does some shit that I hate too. You want to talk about that? Talk about that? All right. Yes. Okay, ladies, back me up here. I don't know what's worse. When my husband doesn't help me out around the house or when he does help me out around the house. Am I right? So the other day I come home and he had emptied the dishwasher onto the counter and then left. So he looks at this mountain of clean dishes and thinks, yeah, looks about right. And then just left. And so he walked in while I'm assessing the situation. And he looks at me and you know what he said? Do you know what he said? I bet you know what he said. Oh yeah, he looked at me and he's like, you're welcome. So you can tell I was mad, right? I was like really mad because I do this, right? Yeah, that's the mad pose. This is when you're posing for a picture, this is mad. Okay? So I was obviously mad, and so he tried to apologize to me, but somebody here tonight needs to hear this. Someone else is going to be glad I said it. I'm sorry you're mad is not an apology. It's not an apology. Thank you. No, it's not an apology. So then he offered to take me out to dinner, which I thought was super sweet. It was so sweet. So I was like, oh honey, I want to go to one of those places. You know where they make the food in front of you. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. An hour later, we're standing in line at Chipotle. Not quite what I had in mind. And he looks at me and he's like, well, hun, I thought with your hand you'd want some finger food. You ever tried to eat a taco with only your non-dominant hand? Like I'm finally just like throwing food, hoping some of it gets into my mouth. Which ironically also reminded me of my go-go days. Thank you. Yeah. All right, so you want to hear about the hand, right? I want to hear about that. No, I'm still not ready to talk about it. Just not, okay? And I'll tell you why. Some people know this. Actually, like less than 6 months ago, I broke my foot. Yeah, I did. So I'm not ready to talk about the hand because the foot still bugs me. And what bugged me was all the questions that I would get after I broke my foot. Like, right away, people want to know, how'd you do it? Okay? So the first person that asked me, I told them how I did it, and they were like, you didn't make up a story. That's pretty lame. So the next person that asked me, I said I was pole dancing and got attacked by a bear. Okay, there's several connotations to that sentence, which just led to more questions. Was it a leather bear? Was it a ginger bear? So what I did, how I broke my foot, I was in Carmel, California. Californians, give it up, yeah. So I was in California and I was just walking down the street, right? And my foot slipped off the curb, I fell and I broke my foot. Thank you. That's what I said. And so that's how I broke my foot. And the other question that I get when I tell that story, I get this question from my friends. My friends are like, well, were you drinking? Do you believe my friends would ask me that? These people have never seen me sober. Ever. So then the third question I always get is okay, so you know, were you drinking? The third question I always get is, did it hurt? Did it hurt? Let me tell you, realizing you're an age that you can step wrong and get a fracture fucking hurts. It hurts bad. Hurts bad. If you're listening to me really closely, you probably heard me say the word fuggin. F-U-G-G-I-N, of the root word fug, which is a word I made up. Because you see, as a paid joke writer, I recognize that certain words are important, but I don't like to say those words. And a guy came up to me after a show one time and he was like, you know, if you have the same meaning in your heart when you say the word, you may as well say the word. And I was like, gosh, in that case, Fuck off, dude. Who's getting paid to write the fucking jokes here, okay? Alright. One last thing before I get out of here. I do want to recognize my husband. He's been the heckler in the audience tonight. So, if you've heard my set before, you know I rip on my husband quite a bit. But he's actually an amazing person, wonderful guy, great provider for us and our dogs. So smile and wave to the nice folks. Smile pretty. Some people actually at work don't. So we work at the same company, and a lot of people don't realize that we're married. We've been together for almost 20 years, or for 20 years. Yeah, for 20 years. A lot of people don't realize that because we're not overly forthcoming. You see, being good Midwest boys, and growing up where we did at the time we did, we're a little bit shy about that. But people naturally find out, right, through conversation or if they follow us on social media. And we had this executive, like top executive that we both work with, came up to me one time and he was like, "I didn't know you guys were married." And I was like, "Yeah, sir, we are." And he was like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing." Okay, so this was like this conservative white dude, executive, and he was just so kind and supportive and loving and caring, and everybody has been that we work with. And then he got really serious, and he looked at me and he's like, "So what would make you think that you couldn't just come right out and tell us?" And I was like, "Well, you've met him." You guys have been amazing. I'm super grateful. Thank you so much.
Here goes Steven, everybody. You guys having a good time? All right, well, we've got our last comedian of the night. You know him from 2 rounds ago. He has mixed feelings on California. Everybody, give it up for Joshua Mimes!
Where are you going? Hey guys, please give it up for everyone who performed tonight. So I'm going to leave you guys with a very quick story, alright? I want to take you back real quick to when I was the tender age of 17. Hey, you have no idea where this is going. So I was the tender age of 17, and I was doing this thing called going to the prom. Now, when I went to the prom, it's not like how you all went to the prom, where it's like planned out in advance, and you get the corsage and all that beautiful stuff. No, mine was like the day of. I was like, "Oh, your boyfriend broke up with you? Sign me up, let's go." So, I ran to Target to grab tops. Now, if y'all don't know this, there's no tops at Target, alright? So I grabbed like the best pair of slacks, a nice little George is their home brand, okay, Target, buttoned up, went and picked her up, and when I say I picked her up, my dad picked her up, okay? I didn't have a license till I was 20. So my dad picked her up with the words of, "This should be a good night." And she only knew me in the sense of like, you're the person who like tries to be funny in class and fails miserably. So I knew her as like this grade A, 10 out of 10, would never put up with me playing Wonderwall woman. You know, like that's how I had seen her. And so the problem though when you go to a prom is that you're not primed for what they call the closeness of a woman to you. So when you have no idea where this is going. So the problem is when you're dancing, right, and you don't have the experience like I do now. So when a woman is close to you, guys, I don't know if you know this, but when a woman is close to you and you are into women, I don't know if this works for guys or into guys, but I'm into women. So when they're close to me, I get excited. Especially in a dancing formation, right? And we were doing that whole shoulder and hip thing, this thing, and then she was like looking at me like, "Hey, what is that? Put it away." And I was like, "I'm so sorry," because I didn't understand closeness or distance. And then the great thing is we finally get home, and when I say home, I mean to her house. Her dad is in the living room on the couch. He got his hat on, his little shirt, and he is like 4 beers deep, and he's like, oh, my daughter brought someone home from prom, I'm not going to pay attention. So she took me upstairs to her room, and I'm freaking the fuck out. And she's like, hey, do you want to do this? And I didn't know what this was. So I was like, yeah, let's try this. Man, I'm like, let's try this, okay? We connected mouths for a bit. It was interesting. I have some notes for my second girl that I got with, just based on that one. But like the problem was is that I was at 6 to midnight for like 8 hours straight, right? Because when you're dancing and bumping and grinding and you're drinking that fake fruit punch, you're up there for a while. And the problem is when we got down to action time, she was disappointed because my little guy said no thank you. And the problem, hold on guys, don't laugh yet. So the problem is I didn't even know what I was doing, right? Like I'm used to like Cinemax, okay, with the cable that's like spinning all the time in the 90s, and you're like, I think I see a boob there. And that was my experience. So like when she's like, come on top of me, let's have some fun, I'm like looking at her belly button and I'm like, there's stuff below the belly button? What the hell? And then so she finally sees me for me, right? In all of my glory, with my little man just not peeking a hell up. And I was like, oh no, in my head I was like, all right, I know what this is, I know what this is. I've been paying attention to her this whole time. So the good Catholic in me turned to look for like another source of entertainment real quick. And I saw this statue of Mother Mary in the corner. And I don't know if you guys know this about Catholics and Mother Mary, but she is voluptuous. She is. Guys, this statue of Mother Mary, I need to buy a replica because she got me to pay so much attention. And what sucks is like, the girl that I was with definitely thought it was her. But it was the power of the Lord. I think that went okay. Guys, thank you so damn much.
Give it up for Josh, everybody. And for giving new meaning to Hail Mary. That was beautiful. Guys, thank you so much for making this an amazing Tuesday night. You guys were great. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for the comedians. Give it up for the sound guy. Give it up for the staff. This was amazing. You guys made this a special night. Thank you so much. If you guys want to come back, you can follow Trash or Treasure Show on Instagram or Scrumptious Dumpling on Instagram for new show updates. But it means so much. This is like a mom and pop little shop. You guys saw how the sausage was made from multiple levels. And I just am so happy. So thank you guys so much. Really appreciate the support. Have a great night.